Hello students, welcome to one more problem of System Verilog series. So let's try to understand this problem. So here uh, the heading states that we need to generate a value of a variable such that it is a multiple of 4, and if we read the problem description then it states that randomize a array such that the number is a multiple of 4 within the range of 0 to 20 in strictly ascending order. So here we are given a array which is named as VAL, and after randomizing that array the array should look something like this, that is 0, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And there's four conditions that we need to make sure that it is getting applied. So all the six values must be of a multiple of 4, as you can see here. Every value must lie within 0 to 20. It starts from 0 and ends at 20. Every value must be in strictly ascending order, which is 0, 4, 8, 12. Every value is increasing. And for this range and step size, exactly one valid solution exists. So every time whenever you randomize, the output should always be same. That is this output that you can see here. That is 0, 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. So before jumping to the solution, I would also like to highlight that randomization and constraint is one of the most important and widely asked interview questions in DV interviews. So if you are preparing for any upcoming DV interviews, then make sure that you study this concept of randomization and constraint very thoroughly, and you practice a lot of questions, because I'm 100% sure that this kind of questions and even more complex questions would be asked. So make sure that you practice this very aggressively. All right, so let's try to code this question. And here we are already given a class declared. Here we a variable named array is already declared. We are just supposed to write a constraint here. So let's try to write the constraint. We can say, we can just name any user defined string, whatever you want, ascending order. So here first, as here you can see, this is a very simple condition, that is every value must be inside 0 to 20. So you can just write that value first. You can just make sure that for each of, you just need to iterate through all the values. Value of I, here you can just say that value of I, here the value of I should be inside uh 0 to 20. And here, so this is the second condition. The Now let's try to solve the first condition, that is all six values should be divisible by 4. Then you can just write something like this. Let's say you can just have modulo 4 equals to 0. So this will make sure that the values are always multiple of 4. This the value all should be always inside 0 to 20. And now you can just right, so now let's say when you will run the code here, the constraint would make sure that the value is always inside 0 to 20, and it's always a multiple of 4. But we have one more condition, that it should be a strictly in ascending order. So if you would run this code, it would probably fail. The reason it would fail is the constraint would not be in ascending order. It would be a random value, a multiple of 4 between 0 to 20. So we can cross check from the log as well. See here, you can see here the value 0 is 12, 0, 4, 12, 4, 20. The only issue is it's not in ascending order. So we need to also write one more condition such that the value is now in ascending order. So you can just say that, let's say value of I should always be greater than value of I minus 1. So what does this mean is, let's say value of 0, value of, let's say if I is 1, then value of I should be greater than value of I minus 1, that is 0. Value of, similarly, value of 2 should be greater than 1. So we are making sure that it is in ascending order. The only issue with this would be in the initial iteration when I is equals to 0, the value of I minus 1 would be a negative number which would give you an error. So that won't be valid. So you need to explicitly write that this is only valid if I is greater than 0. So let's say if I is greater than 0, then only it will check this condition, and uh, then it would be getting printed in ascending order. So let's try to run this program. I would also like to highlight that whenever you are trying to solve any problem, just don't limit yourself to this particular problem. Try to experiment how you are writing a code. Try to write the same logic in multiple ways, so that will help you to improve. So, alright, our output is getting generated and the test passed. And as you can see, the value of output, that is value of 0 is 0, 1 is 4, 8, 12, 8, 16, 18. So this is the same order that we are supposed to generate. So overall the test case is passed, and hence our intention of question is met. So before ending this question, I will just like to again highlight that try to solve this question in multiple ways, write multiple constraints also. You can also write multiple constraint for each condition. You can try to generate in any other way if you know. So that will help you to think of a solution in more efficient and maybe in a better way, because there may be some more efficient solution than this may exist. So don't just limit to whatever solution that I am proposing to you. Try to think this solution by yourself, and if in case you are getting stuck, then try to watch this video solution. So I hope this helps, and let's see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.